Hello! God, it's been a while since I did anything like this. Haha. Welcome back to some more Ace Attorney investigations, geez, I have not played this game in a while. I got kind of distracted by, Falcom. Yes, Trails, yes. Yes is how I said, whatever. Yeah, I hope the stream's working fine. I'm gonna hop right back in because I don't remember where I was, to be completely honest. So yeah. Look at this. The imprisoned turnabout, middle, from save point. So from memory, we were like investigating this detention center here. I hope the audio levels are fine. I might need to turn up the game volume because I think it's a lot softer than what I was just playing. In the meantime, windows with iron bars. There are no signs of tampering. It doesn't look like the criminal could have escaped through here. Alright, there's an escapee, huh? Yes, okay, so it's been a while. I don't remember what I was doing. So for context, it's been 2 months since I last played this game. But I have been in the mood for more Ace Attorney. Gyakuten Kenji 2. Hello, what is this? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. That's a message I've seen too many times. That's right. Alright, what are we looking at? There's nothing of interest here. I'm giving him a Dudley voice. There are a lot of books here. What's this? The Wonderful Warden of Elves. The Hound Whistler, The Animal's Shack Redemption. Mr. Knightley, he was a surprisingly good person. No. The detention center provides these books for the visitor's own edification. Prison Life for Dummies. God damn it, Kay. Yes, they did indeed. They do indeed run deeper than you thought. That's a cobweb. That's a menu of some kind. Mr. Edgeworth, is this a dining menu? You can choose your daily meals in this detention center. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat. In the end, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean the rich won't have to reflect on their crimes? Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are a few good people. Objection indeed. Welcome, Lily. How are you doing? Sounds like you're just making excuses of them, Miss Edgeworth. Ah, there's something on the desk. It seems to be some kind of memo. Let's take a closer look. Someone's been playing chess. Is this male chess? Chess notation, probably the victims. Or is this just like a problem-solving thing? It's a memo that records the positions of the pieces on a chessboard. Because this is a good match. My next move would be pawn to... No, actually before that. Miss Edgeworth, this is no... You're right. The positions of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar somewhere else. Yes, we did see sort of something else earlier. Was it floor plans? Oh, it's right. That's right here. Oh. I think. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. What is the R? Deduce. It is connected to the evidence I hold. Eureka! Take that! Eureka! That's right. Wait, fuck, I did the wrong thing, didn't I? I meant to send the chessboard. Did I send the fucking, like, crime scene notes or something like that? I don't know why. That's not what I meant to do. Whoops! Yeah, the hand piece. Here we go. This chess notation. I've seen it before. You're still thinking about chess. Focus on the investigation. Focus! Chess is quite important to this investigation. Okay, have a look at this. Are these chess pieces from Dogen's cell? I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this map, and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you not notice anything? Ah! I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the position of the chess pieces is completely the same. Indeed. Although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece. Dogen, it's not the YouTuber, okay? I promise you, it's not him. The positions of the other chess pieces are identical. What's going on here? I don't know, I forgot what kind of voice I gave him. I always play correspondence chess. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Are you saying he's playing against Mr. Knightley? With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Is there anything else to analyze? No, it's all the same, it looks like. Also, I was gonna say, fucking... Hold on. Read that chest, the chest, yeah, the chest, not chest. Next I move rook. No, pawn to g6, question marks. But like, I mean, who writes like that? Like, who would, like, that's like a spoken thing. Who would write rook, no, pawn to g6? It's like rook. You'd cross it out, and then you'd write pawn to g6. Hey! Welcome. What's up? I'm no longer playing Trails, but if you care about Ace Attorney spoilers, you might want to leave. You want to see the toilet? The reflection in this mirror. It's a security camera. A great thief's arch enemy. I guess they don't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for a detention center to be kind to thieves. I would like you to check the footage of the security camera. If you find any problems, report to me at once. Understood, sir? Yes, that's fine. Oops. How's the volume level, by the way, since you two are here? Is the game audio too soft? Do I need to turn it up? I might need to turn it up. Let's check the toilet. It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. And the toilet paper no signs of use. Looks like there are no problems with the toilet. There's a huge problem. What's the problem? It's totally awkward having the toilet only open like that. They need to think more about the end user. This facility wasn't designed with the spirit of service in mind. Alright, hello. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and cranny. That's a coat. It looks like it's from Persona or something. It's Horace Knightley's suit. According to the results of my investigation. What did you find out? Oh wait. Man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favorable impression with the ladies. Please don't bother. Alright. That's a pillow. This looks like an uncomfortable bed to sleep in. But the pillow covers are clean, not a speck of dust on them. Oh, interesting actually. No, if my hunch is correct, here's an old beat-up mattress lying around in his room. Interesting that the pillowcase has no blood on it. Wait, is this where... No, nothing happened here, huh? Good luck working on the composition. I need to get started on one of my compositions. I have some ideas I really want to play with. Thanks for dropping by, Lily. This newspaper, it's missing a few pages. They appear to be torn out. Why would someone tear up the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag. Clean the cell? It's quite possible. Logic! I don't have anything for logic, damn. Okay. Anything else to investigate? I'm sure there is. The security camera is clearly visible in the mirror reflection. I don't like it. It's like a constant reminder. You're being watched! I understand your feelings. However, I definitely don't want to live in a place like this. Every morning I'd be reminded again while I'm at the sink. And I need to look good for the camera. Don't get too worked up about it. Is there anything else to inspect? Already inspected that. It's this thing on the floor, right? Something seems off. The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? It seems strange that only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. Alright, logic time. The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Someone spilled grape juice here. I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked for one of the guards if he could have borrowed a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. I could make a joke here, but I'm not going to. Alright, investigation complete. Give me back my life. Yes, thank you. So, this is what our investigation turned up. It seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen. This is terrible! Who's this? What happened? The security camera recorded something terrible! What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir. I have a portable playback device right here. Then let me see it right away. Oh, we have a video. Holy shit. That's a dog. This is... This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Up until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. But it appears I was mistaken. Fuck, I don't remember enough to actually make this call. Shit. Not Warden's office. There's a detention center, probably. It was the detention center. Oh, shit. Wait, I can skip by that? Why can I skip by that? Oops. If Knightley wasn't killed in this room... evidence of the murder taking place in this cell. Knightley's memo, position of pieces and chessboard, no. Wait, hang on. Which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning if the murder occurred in the holding cell? Found the body. Was it used to tag the victim? Died instantly, maybe? Found near the body. There's a stack of them inside a workroom A, very colorful. Probably this. No. Whoops. Can I save? I mean, I can save, but it's gonna send me back to the title screen. That's a thing, huh? Alright, from save point. Let's give this a shot again. Then I guess... it is the died instantly, right? Nope, it's not. Hold on. Okay, give me a moment. It's been like 2 months since what happened. I need to recall everything that's happened up until now. Searched the entire prison but did not find the murder weapon. The position of the pieces, okay. It's definitely not this, I don't think. Actually no, it might be. Oh, it was the fucking obvious thing, wasn't it? Yeah. Because it means it wiped out away the blood. Okay. Right, I already, like, kind of assumed that based on thing, but I guess I have to point it out. For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. That should have been so obvious. I don't know why. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor? What would that be? There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center or prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me. Yes, sir! Okay. This should corner that old coot? No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. That's true, but once we figure that out... Where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. March 26th, 28th, 2:15 PM, Detention Center hallway. Alright, let's continue our... Ah! Hello. Oh, sorry to intrude. Lang, right? That was his name. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilong Lang, an Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. Yeah, I couldn't remember if we'd actually encountered him yet or not. I would have thought he'd have returned to his native country of Zhangfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Just some boring work, nothing you need to know about. On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. Huh? You came along today, Agent Lang? Usually. Oh, alone today. Usually he'd have a police force with him. Mr. Prosecutor, sounds like you've been busy these past few days. These past few days? Is he referring to the incident with the Zhangfa president? I would have thought you'd been involved in his security too. Ha! Our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts, that's why. He brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me. What? They're not with you. Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. Ha ha ha! Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. Alright, see you, Lang. Nice to see you again. Mr. Lang, I want to know what happened. Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let's continue with our own investigation. Got it. First, let's ask the guards a few questions. I can't even leave. Okay. Examine. Security gate with metal detector. Don't you feel nervous whenever you pass through one of these? Perhaps you get nervous around the police because you're the self-proclaimed great thief. Surveillance, right. I really love the music of this game, it's great. A bunch of trophies lined up here. I'd like to hand out one of these trophies sometime. What kind of person would receive a trophy from the great thief? Obviously, the rope escape champion. Ah, but if they actually held a contest, I'd be the champion. Where would you hold such contests? Who are the people on the wall? I feel like some of them are familiar. Eat free, live free in prison. These are the guards' lockers. No, that's a guard, Edgeworth. That's not a locker, that's a fucking guard. You're looking at the guard. Oh, I guess I don't exist anymore. Why snacks? For me, I definitely put snacks in there. I don't know where you get that air of confidence. This is a difficult case. What's wrong? Something troubling you? So, one of my uniforms has gone missing, but I'm certain that I placed it in this locker. Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere. What kind of logic is that? In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. Stolen uniform. Oh, how about you? You there? Have you seen a black dog around here? Oh, of course not. I'd actually seen it. I wouldn't be standing right here so carefree. Did something happen to that doggy? Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dragon's dog didn't come by the detention center. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. Mr. Shields, where did you go? Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking around the prison is hard work, you know. That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction. Okay, notice. I've got some new information. You want to hear it, do you? He sure changed the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. It seems like Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell, while the guard was unlocking his handcuffs. All of a sudden, Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. It seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. It's strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claims he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched the cell and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So in the end, we still don't know what happened. Interesting. It's you! That voice. Who's that? Oh. Sebastian the Best, that's right. What are you still doing hanging around here? Well, you see, this is my assistant. I heard you object to our investigation, make me into a laughingstock, yes? Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for. In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I am. I know. You're Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not? Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Or maybe not. Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth law offices. Prosecutors are civil servants. To open a side business is to betray the goddess of law. As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. Miles here's a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono. What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment. I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like to ask to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes. There's no need to. Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney. I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest. I haven't said anything yet, but this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes? So need no reason to inform. So Sebastian, let us. Did you watch Justine? Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Hello? Reasons for arrest. So what you want to know is my reasons for arresting that man. The answer's simple. Yes! We found traces of that guy over there. I don't know what kind of voice I'm giving this guy, but whatever. How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course. I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. How am I supposed to go about pressing that? How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence. This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keyes, I take it. Mr. the Best, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected, it'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? This is a trap for Edgy Boy. Edgy Boy? They just call him that. So, you want to know my reason? Yes. Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrest. You do know who you arrested, right? What? Do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keyes. No doubt about it. I expected you to at least understand that much. Obviously, we had a faithful okay. Really? That's quite a surprise. So what was his fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. We find vital evidence implicating Simon Keyes. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Yes, so because of this vital evidence, Simon arrested. Okay. Traces? What are these traces? That guy over there? That's certainly vague. Well, don't they? The best hears one thing and understands ten. You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's alright with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say. Alright. If you insist, Justine. We discovered that, perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that Simon Key's fingerprints. Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on the behalf of the goddess of law. Please amend your testimony. Are you alright with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes. Yes, indeed. Are we okay with that? Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that your one ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes. The methods I use are always the best. The ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. I can't do like a oh, fuck. That actually hurt my voice. Whoops. That was not a good idea. Ow. Oh. Ah! That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash. To begin with, these incidents occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he is in a prison, oh god, is a little unreliable. Ah! What? What's with him all of a sudden? Wahaha! I finally get what you're trying to say. Rush! You mean, we were quick to arrest the guy, right? He was stuck on that. This is certainly a character. He's got the dumbass, like, his little fucking antenna is a question mark. I just realized. On his hair. Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. And yes, I was the first to notice the evidence. I was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or prisoner, but... Overruled? Sebastian. Judge Courtney. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, should we get to the best part first? Kinda looks Goro catchy. Not really. The best part? Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon? Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning. Objection? With this reasoning... Explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes. I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains a strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I reasoned that the murder weapon be brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside the chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought in the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony. It's the best reasoning you can get from prosecutor the best. How'd you like that? Now he's mixing up the best with his own name. But how could someone really hide a weapon and give it to the... You'll find a good place if you examine inside the chessboard. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? As I thought, there were only chess pieces inside. Wow, what an annoying laugh. Inside the chessboard, perhaps I should investigate a little... Alright, these are chess pieces, right? I saw something similar in your office, Miss Edgeworth. Huh? The pieces here are black and white. Those are the correct colors. My pieces were custom made. Custom made? That sounds like a treasure to me. Her eyes are sparkling. Does she intend to steal it? This is... The top panel is removable. It's quite deep. Yes, there's more than enough of a small knife. Ah, not surprising, but yeah. Understand now, this is how the culprit smuggled in the... What was that? I wasn't even finished. Mr. the Best, there's something you've forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Well, there is, but... He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember? Yes, that's it. I remember now. I don't know what I'm doing with his voice, but it's okay. It looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held even from the very beginning. Huh. That gate is only used on people. In other words, a package is sent to the detention center to undergo simpler check. So, they don't use a metal detector for that. This should never should have happened. It seems the guard was too careless. Interesting. Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist. You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination? This is who in the courtroom. Very well, his reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. Okay. It's obviously a murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains a strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought— Oh wait, we just read this, hold on. A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that? Didn't you see the victim's wound, worthless prosecutor? The fatal blow was a stab to the throat, and a knife perfectly matches up with that. There can be no other explanation. It seems they don't know about that piece of information yet. It's not this. Why did I send that? Mr. the Best would know that. Rather Mr. Best. How do we know it's not? Is the security footage? Nope. Whoops. I should probably just press rather than stress about this, huh? Even with the strict control, there were still some items that could be used, right? Well, yes. Things like grooming scissors. Of course, there's more to this. Right, Sebastian? Exactly. At the time of the incident, only one was being borrowed. However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood. Those would be the scissors Mr. Sawyer was practicing. So the inside of the prison was completely cleared of sharp influence. I see. And you've disappointed me from the start. I think it is this. It's the first statement I need to present something at, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, actually, this is what I was supposed to do. Never mind. Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with the warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison, but you did not find the murder weapon, right? Oh, God! We must have looked over something. Overlooked? That guy just completely contradicted himself. You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best. Are you mocking me? Yes. Sebastian, please calm yourself. Do not get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine. Justine, do you really think the best prosecutor will be shaken by someone miles behind? Really, did you have to? We should stop messing around with other people's names. Well, in that case, Kay Faraday is far ahead. Kay, don't you get caught up in this too? Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison, so it's only natural we didn't find it there, yeah. There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. I assume it's the door. Nope, it's not. Shit. It's the bracelet, then. Oh, fuck. I hate when it's like there's a slightly related piece of evidence and it's not quite right. Let me save. Alright, so where he went through. security gate then. There we go. I completely forgotten your own testimony. You, that's twice you've insulted me. Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do remember further than that. What is that? This guy, he really doesn't remember anything. Seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates. Build gates, equipped with metal detectors. That's what you... Looks like he remembers now. Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through these gates, and so the criminal could not have taken out of the prison either. Oh my god. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to? Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison. But we couldn't find it anywhere in the prison. The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object. We saw the very moment when my others attacked us all. If you could say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? It's a dog, right? Here is footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. They're gonna replay it, aren't you, huh? What? It can't be! This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say? Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, the dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there is someone who could have. That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney? It's true, this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there's still something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? It's just as she says. There is still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is the prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and prison? Oh! What will we do, Miss Edgeworth? I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. I knew it. What? You want the dog? You don't know either. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. What? Whoa, wait. I'm not finished yet. Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. This isn't a courtroom. Well then, as I said, court is adjourned. I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same with Mr. Keys? Whatever do you mean? Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center, you also don't know how Simon Keys entered the detention center and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keys entered the prison. Haha. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige. What? Does you really have evidence? It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What is she thinking? Seems you don't even know Simon Keys' real occupation. He's a circus performer. A circus performer? What? Yes. Have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus? Circus? Ah! Oh, interesting. Oh, that's right. Because there was a circus with animals and all that. It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed in the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon Keyes entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show? That we know for a fact. This woman, she's been concealing this fact the whole time. She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Comes to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? Mr. The Best was going to say it then, but she stopped him. Wah ha ha! How'd you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything! Oh no, then it really is time for a recess. I got some advice. I already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You best not forget that. What are you trying to say? The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I advise you not show your face before me again. Is that a threat? The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. You suggest I stop with this defense attorney act. That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case I'm involved in so easily. For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way it's a prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation. Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you. Okay, well, that was a... Sure. Did Simon lie to us? It seems he lied to Uncle Ray too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Hey, Miles, don't tell me you got cold feet already. Courtney pie is a handful, but giving up is still uncool. A defense out of these creeds to never give up. Remember, you're my assistant. Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. To be continued. Yeah. Let's continue. I've been playing for too long. Oh, that's right. This was Simon. Why did you not mention that beforehand? No, but I did. What didn't I mention? That you're a member of the Very Big Circus. No, it's just that, you know, I'm not. I can't call myself a member yet. I'm just a new recruit. Regardless, that still makes you a member. Eek! Oh, jeez. What the fuck? So why didn't you tell us that before? Jeez. Aces only has a history of a lot of, like, clients, I guess. There's not really a client in this case, but, like, going, hey, I'm not going to tell you the truth because I don't want to sound suspicious. Didn't we promise me to believe in you? Miss Edgeworth, you're just kind of scary. Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, aren't you, Miles? That's none of your concern. Looks like we have to talk with him again. So, what did you do in the circuits, Simon? I guess you could say I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still an apprentice through, though. Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers with your being, right? No, nothing crazy like that. No way. My partner is this little guy right here. And that makes you a wild animal tamer? He's more like an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. Hey, man, cut that out. He can be quite a handful sometimes. Oh my god. It's really one of these things, huh? thought organ grinders control their monkeys, not the other way around. Yesterday, you told you were a regular employee, correct? Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally an employee. When you're saying you're the boss and I'm just a grunt. I'm a supervisor, just ahead of the wall. Oh, fuck. No matter what kind of fierce creature, they always immediately follow everything. Aha! Interesting. Interesting. Maybe she did it. That's possible, actually. We're talking about the warden, I think, right? Because she was pretty good with animals. That's actually possible. It could be her. Yeah, she might even be able to get a whole handle on million miles here. I am not a wild animal. Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show here at the prison? Yeah, it was just us two. There's only a small operation this time around. Basically, my supervisor takes center stage, and I take care of all the other dirty work. Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance. So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. Your movements. So, can you tell me about your movements around the prison? Okay, I went to meet Knightley around 2 days around Nuremberg. That's when he gave you the chest. That's right. And that's night I started setting up the stage and courtyard. It's pretty tough going back and forth moving all the crates by myself. I left everything in. Workroom A, I think, just temporary storage. Workroom A, that's where the body was discovered. Didn't your supervisor help you at all? No way! I can't let her do anything like that. That's my job. After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing. When we left, it was almost midnight. The show was set to start at 8 AM the next day until 10 AM. The only one who went in and out with the body was sound was the keys. And then the body was found just before the show ended. Interesting. Reasons for arrest. Hold up. Alright, reasons for arrest. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think the pest guy would have arrested you on a whim. I wouldn't put it past them to, though. Well, maybe it's because of that. When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him. You know, Nightly. You went directly to the detention block. Did you have permission? No, I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything. Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go to do such a thing? Well, we're the only friends either of us had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real families. I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him. You didn't have a family? When I was younger, I lost the only family I had, my father. So that's it. So was that it? I know how well it feels to lose your father at a young age. So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me. Wait, Kay? God, I've forgotten the plot of first game. I remember Elba, I think was his name. Anyway. So was it just you talking at the same time? Yes, all the other cells were empty and there weren't any guards nearby either. But then you got found out and that's why they suspected you. What? Did I do something really bad? Okay, something must have happened here while Mr. Keys and Knightley were alone. That's probably the best logic. It seems we'll need to talk with your supervisor as well. She'll be here today too. She's probably in the courtyard. Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss. Simon, if there's anything we can do to help, just tell us. What? What? But I can't do anything in return. Don't you worry about that. Well, you're allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you have a motive to kill Miss Knightley. Rather, you're probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you. Hey. Well, what do we have here? Starting to get a hang of a whole defense attorney gig. You sounded like a bit like your old man just now. Me? Sound like my father? Hey, he would say, the defense attorney's job is to be an ally to the deserted. If you're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise, wait for me, I want in too. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Yeah, of course. It was just a joke. Yeah, want some candy? I'd like some candy. Let me go get some. No. No, thank you, I don't like sweets. Oh, really? What a shame. What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Yatagarasu is all about the sun. Since the sunlight always exposes the truth. Good grief. Good grief. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can find there. Ah, the shutter is open! Yes, it looks like that way. It's a courtyard. Oh, we weren't able to go here. What are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on. She's certainly in high spirits. So this is the courtyard. Just before the body was discovered, an animal show was held here. It looks like just like a carnival, man. I bet it was lots of fun. The prisoners were gathered here when the body was found. That means whoever saw the show has an alibi. Start by checking the area for... Gay? You there! Stop right this instant! Oh my god. Down, a stick, down. What is this? Whoa. Oh, hello. Oh, you're not the murderer. Looks like you found a new playmate. Good for you, Stick. Wasn't playing around. It was about to eat me. Huh? No way, that's impossible. This child doesn't bite. Often. Often, huh? People normally get to play with an elephant. Up close, isn't it wonderful? This is from, is it Trials and Tribulation where we had the circus case? It's not the Big Berry Circus, is it? Is the Big Berry Circus? With the Max Galactica case? It's been ages. I played fucking the first game, the trilogy, like 7 years ago. Holy shit, it has been 7 years. What the fuck? Okay. No, it's not. It's wonderful, right? It was simply marvelous, little lady. Mr. Shields. Really? Oh, that makes me so happy. So, how about a hug? And thanks. Looks like Stick is friends with everyone. I am an assistant of this defense attorney. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Ah, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Regina Berry. Oh, it was a Big Berry Circus. Okay. I'm the great thief and defense attorney's assistant. Kay Faraday. That's a rather complicated job title. And the one playing with Mr. Elephant is the defense attorney, Mr. Ray Shields. It's not Mr. Elephant, it's Anstique, the fantastic Asian elephant. You're incredible, Regina. Regina, or Regina, probably. You made Anstique stop a Ray. Well, I'm a wild animal tamer, after all. Really? Then you must be the Simon supervisor. Yep, I'm the head of the very big circus, wild animal taming division. and the one and only Regina Berry. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ace Attorney, Red Shields. Look like he's the one who she has a handle on. Yes, she's perfect. What are you mumbling about, Kay? Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy. She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief. Great thief? That sounds like fun. We could make a huge ruckus with the animals. Ah, you can't make a ruckus. A great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky, like... But the show needs a flash! Being quiet is kinda boring. Yeah, we can tell. Yeah, no, this is something I was sort of spoiled from because I saw a few thumbnails on YouTube for this series of other people playing the series, but that's okay. I guess she's not very thief-like after all. It seems there has been a breakdown in negotiations. Alright, let's get started, Michelle. We'll check out anything that looks suspicious. We can look through the barbed wire if we have to. Yes, we'll need to gather more information about the case. We should also try talking with anyone connected with the case. Literally no music. Okay. Danger! High voltage! These signs really do exist. On the other side, you can see what appears to be a detention center's garden. She let us in so easily. I actually suspect the warden. It's the very big circus's Asian elephant and stick. Supposedly, they're very friendly with humans. Doesn't seem very friendly. It's just doing yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I must think you're the boss. Are you comparing me to an animal? That's not what I meant. I think it approves of you. That doesn't make me the least bit happy. Oh, you know it does, Edgeworth. Don't lie to yourself. That door is locked. Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though. No. I need to be ultra sparky. Sheesh, I thought it was finally a chance for me to go steal the spotlight. Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence. Not even the spotlight. Edgeworth wants to hog the spotlight. Alright, Ray, what's up? Oh wait, it's a wicker crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. It kinda smells like animals. Oh god, I'm tired. Wow, I'm tired. What the fuck? I'm tired. Okay. Ah! I'm in one of those office chairs with you. Yeah. Rabbit! What are you doing? Don't you know? If you croak like a frog at a pond, they will come towards you. The only thing that are coming towards you are the water striders. Water striders are so cool, they're like ninjas. They glide gracefully atop the water. I wish I could do that. What about the frogs? Oops, I just fucking pushed my mic right into my face and punched my face with my mic. Wonderful. Oh god. Give me a sec. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, hello. Yeah, I got hungry. And I just needed that break. I really needed that fucking break. But hey, we're back. So that's always a good sign. Also, I'm sorry for making you listen to this. I mean, like in hindsight, people are just gonna skip by this entire thing if they watch this. But like, I just realized that all that's been coming from the game are like bird tweets for the last half an hour that I took off or whatever. I really needed that break. Holy shit, I was like completely zoning out. Alright. Oh, look! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Oh, never mind. This crude-looking woe seems handcrafted. Was it built by the inmates? There are a bunch of tools lying around the well. A long piece of rope. And a heavy-looking weight. It weighs 33 pounds. It says so right here. There's even a couple of pulleys. What's pounds? Oh, 15 kilograms. Okay. Kay, please stop touching other people's things. Stingy pants! Oh, stingy pants. It's not like I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm gonna take them home with me. Still, these tools, what were they used for? In the same dialogue? Okay. Mr. Sawwheat! I think that should be everything. Can I examine the chairs? These were used for an audience seating during the show. Folding up these chairs must have been a chore. Is that so? Oh wait, don't tell me you've never tied up folding chairs before. I've been delegated the task to others in the past. Mr. Edgeworth, you should try doing some manual labor once in a while. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Alright, let's talk to the people. Ray. Shit. Hey, I like the same. I haven't heard this in a while. What's the matter? The animal show. That is the matter. This is nice. Feels like a dream. A circus performance can be considered an art form. My pounding heart. It's beating with excitement. I think you're on a different page here, Miles. It's not every day you get to see what goes inside a circus tent. Exactly. Sure makes me want to give it a big hug. Hug? The circus? Having an animal show inside a place surrounded by a barbed wire. It almost makes you forget that this is a prison facility. Barbed wire, huh? I need to inspect every last inch of this. We didn't see the animal show, but the stage and equipment are still here. We examine the remnants of the show. It could be useful in our investigations. Miles, please don't ignore your Uncle Ray like that. Uncle Ray's feeling faint. I've never seen such dreamy eyes. She does seem to have an enchanting presence. Exactly. I feel like a masturbator. I wonder if she cracks a whip when she's taming her animals. With those sparkling eyes, she'll say, "Down, boy." That's what you're after? I have someone in mind. Oh my god. I get it. You know someone like that. You must introduce me, Miles. She's the whip-carrying demon from the prosecutor's bench. Von Karma. Danger! Alright, hello, Regina. It's been a while. Head of the wild animal tainted. I hear it's the key supervisor. That's right. Big Berry Circus was created by Daddy, but Daddy died in a murder incident. Your dad is... But after that, our current ringmaster made the circus even bigger. The ringmaster is Daddy's close friend. He's like a funny uncle. Wow, a funny uncle. That's great, Regina. Yep, Uncle Mo established the Wild Tamer magic and ventriloquist divisions. Only the Wild Tamer and ventriloquist divisions have subordinates, though. Very Big Circus is going to become even more fabulous. Yes, that sounds amazing. The way these two are carrying on, I'd hate to put it down on things. Could you tell us more about the animal show?
It's an amazing show. It's a storyline and everything. What's more, it's a love story. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
Ah, very nice. Are you the hero in Regina Pie?
Nope, the hero of the show is Astique. And the partner is Regent, the tiger.
Okay.
It's about forbidden love between an elephant and a tiger.
Elephant and a tiger, forbidden love.
That's right. It's what they call a love triangle. Isn't it romantic?
It sounds amazing, right, Miss Edgeworth? Heroine. Astique is a female element? Since a love triangle, shouldn't there be one more animal involved?
Yep, the third animal. He's the one who interferes with the love between Astique and Regent.
Miss Edgeworth.
Miss Edgeworth, what do you think it is?
Well, since it's a circus, perhaps a lion. I think a crow would be nice. Of course you would. Cause yata karasu, right? Karasu.
The third animal is a little monkey.
The scale suddenly got smaller. Ah, Money the monkey.
Nope, the one who plays the role of monkey is Simon.
What?
Money's a little too small.
Wait.
He's like the villain who tries up to break up the love and Regent. How Astique and Regent control their destiny. Isn't it wonderful?
I guess. I thought Mr. Keys did all the grunt work.
Wouldn't you feel sorry for Simon if he didn't get to perform on stage?
The preparations. Could you tell me about the preparations for the show?
Simon handled everything, so I don't know that much about it. Simon insisted on it. He wanted me to focus on the show. I saw Simon doing something near the well, though.
The well? If I recall, it was behind the stage. I better go take a look at it later.
Even with the giant cage all by himself, Simon's such a nice guy.
That sounds like something someone would do. While crying profusely. Well, crying profusely.
During preparation, Simon went to the back and forth and between the faithful and the graveyard.
Okay, I can't do these high voices.
Only Simon into that room, so I don't know anything about it.
The workroom? Was it the one where we found the dead body? So Simon was the only one who entered the workroom, eh? Man, the bad news just keeps on coming.
Mr. Lawyer, please come.
I'm like, don't worry.
Despite his looks, Miss Edgeworth is really amazing.
Despite my looks, and just what is wrong with the way I look? I didn't talk to Sarwit. Really? Are you gonna not let me? Oh fuck. There you are, Regina, my darling. Ah, Miss Rowland. I was looking all over for you. I wanted to have a little chat with you. Okay, you are gonna let me talk to him, unless he's gone.
Ah, Mr. Anthony, how are we doing today?
Hey, we just met a few moments ago.
Please do forgive me. Ever since I've come here, I've been working on refining my speech.
That's not the only thing that needs refining.
Right now, I'm helping with the cleanup after the show. Ah, but if there's anything you need, please let me know. You'll have my full cooperation.
Helping out with the show.
I'm in the middle of volunteer work right now. As you can see, I'm a model prisoner. I've been reborn inside this prison.
Reborn as a thief?
That was the devil made me do it.
How can you blame the devil? You're disgraced thieves.
I've nothing to say. I have so much to learn.
As a thief.
But as you can see, I've exchanged my bracelets for a working one. I will continue to devote myself to being a model prisoner.
Again with the model prisoner.
Give it a rest already.
Pet grooming.
I'm training to pay my debt to society once I become eligible for parole.
So you're training instead of watching the animal show? So there were only two people who did not watch the show, Sarwit and Dogen. Why didn't you say anything about Dogen earlier?
Well, if you asked any inmate about this one about...
They'd all think twice before telling you.
That person is like the ruler of this place. Around here, we call him the supplier.
The supplier?
If you ask him nicely, he can provide you with anything you want.
Huh. What? Is that allowed?
Normally it's not allowed, but with him, it's another story. You suppose Lee has a secret route to pursue these goods. As the supplier, Dogen would be in a position of power. However, put all that behind me. All I care about now is applying mud packs to the animals. Mud packs. I got the animals' fur with my mineral-rich packs to give it a beautiful shine. To help with my training, I give them all my animals a prison. What? Did I read that? How did I read that? To help with my training, I give them all to all the animals in the prison. Each and every one of them. Mud, huh? Could be related to that piece of evidence. I should present it to him. It's a rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on the glove come from? Ah, that's the mud from my mud packs. Right. Could you tell me when this took place? On the day of the incident. This is the animal shirt. No, it's 9 AM. Okay. Mud packs on the animal's body. Pitch back. My heart was pure white. I'll steadily engrace and cover the animal's mud. Prison life must be taxing on stress levels. Thanks to the warden's policies, I can undergo job training here. I heard that's a gratitude. Anything else I can present? Probably not. Let's check this though, actually. Oh no, it's just a longer description. I thought it was like I can actually analyze. That has nothing to do with me, so I know nothing about it. Are you sure about that? I think you know you're in the morning. Preposterous, from head to toe. Because I'm a model prisoner, yes. The hair on his head is a lie. But it's probably better if I didn't say anything about it. This is a stage? Of course it's a stage. Can I talk to Regina again? Oh my god. Okay, nothing new. I assume there's nothing new for Mr. Ray either. Fuck, wrong thing. Whoops. Nope, nothing new. I hope you forgive me, I can't do voices, but that's okay. The prison. Could you tell me a little about this prison? Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call our home. When I first came here, this prison was in a terrible state. Terrible state? You mean the prisoners' attitudes? There are no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. That's why, after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of animals. Being together with animals will soften up the most hardened criminals. Right now, everyone has returned to their honest self. Just take a look at Frankie. Frankie, he's a model prisoner. A model prisoner who was trying to steal from a dead body. There are lots of model prisoners here, but Frankie is number one. He's proactive with his job training and helps us out with the chores. Don't the other model prisoners do job training and chores? Don't be silly, they all do of course. It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights on something different. Something feels strange. If you come here, you can see the show once a month. Really? Then maybe I should show... Was she just thinking about committing a crime? Once a month, you said. Is it always a very big service? Of course, I'm Regina Dali's biggest fan. She really likes her darling Regina. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If he is found guilty, Regina Darling will be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take a little time, Simon. If there's anything I can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Three people. Unbelievable. Excuse me, but you say there was the 3 prisoners who didn't. That's right. That's correct. Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth? It does. We had thought only 2 prisoners. Right, but that doesn't. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed. Ah, I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina, darling. I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby. My baby. Oh, it's a lion. It's an alligator. Oh, Wally, you look as cute as ever. Oh shit, I didn't even see the alligator. When did it pop up? I literally did not see it. Oh, how cute. So her name is Allie? Yup, she's Allie the alligator. She's my favorite out of all of my family. How lovely. I want to try petting it. If Regina, darling, wants to pet it, go right ahead. I'll allow it. They seem pretty excited. We need to go to the prison cells. That's right. Let's go look for the 3rd prisoner who didn't see the animal show. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir. Hey, Doc Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. I take it the investigation is running smoothly. The judge and that prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh yeah, I also got your message, sir. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. There wasn't a whole lot there, though. This should be proof that the murder was holding. Indeed. The probabilities increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir. So I also go looking to. They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll know soon if it's a victim's or not. Way to go, Gummy. Good thinking. Detective, you've outdone yourself. What causes sudden foresight? I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by it, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. Once we get the results, we can prove that the scene was held in cell, which leaves finding out that that doggy managed to sneak his way in here. Just leave that to me, pal. Since the other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me. Secret weapons? That's right, pal. They've gotten a few jams before. Big again at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. Looks like he'll come in handy. Wanna take us off, Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. That's a screenshot. Sure thing, sir. I'll give you a rundown. I'm forgetting what I... Oh, this music. The metal detector. Awesome. As its name implies. Missile! He's much cuter than Mr. Dogan's dog. And then secret number 3. It's this. Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch? No, actually I just brought it by accident. Never mind that. What's next, detective? That's all of them, sir. What? You call them the 7 secret weapons, but there's only 3 of them. That's all I have now, pal. We can use the rest next time. Can't just reveal them all at once. Why do you think they're called secret weapons, pal? Doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he's provided. Alright, which one do you want to use? Shit. What are we looking for? I don't think the metal missile, maybe? This is such a good remix. mean, the metal detector seems the most... what's the word? Useful? But is there anything to detect with metal? Is there any metal that we need to detect? Oh. Let's go to the fishing pole. The fishing pole, if you please. The fishing pole, sir. There is a pond in the prison courtyard. Something important may have fallen in. Roger that, sir. I'll fish it out right away. Whoa, pal! What's the matter, Detective Gumshoe? Got away, sir. I thought I hooked something big, but the line snapped. There has to be a monster fish there, sir. It's likely that alligator. I won't tell him that, though. Missile. You want a missile, sir? Hey, pal, over here, missile. Ah, there he is. First, let's decide what I need to track down. We are searching for the route token used to the detention center. This route would have also been in the same path used to carry the body to the prison. So, we haven't tracked the center of the body. That should lead us to the path. Don't you smell something sweet? Really? All I can smell is the scent of blood. Very faint scent, like cake or something. Huh. The scent of cake? From the body? Alright, miss, I'll get a good whiff of that scent, pal. He's gonna sniff the cake. Come on, let's follow after him. That's where he is. He's heading towards the special cell. And he's gone straight inside. Yes, let's follow him. This is Dawkins, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated. What's in here? Shh. I think he found something. What could there be in this room? Miss Edgeworth, we better take a look. Teacup and biscuits. I suppose he has his tea time in here too. Playing chess while drinking a tea in the cell. You can be overboard with special treatment. Whatever he wants. Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself. I think I'll pass on that. There's a bell. Stoker's chessboard. Okay. Go bang. But that's not good. There's nothing of interest here. It's a chisel dragon used, more than enough for him to murder someone with. Speaking of chisels, kinda looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth. And what is that supposed to mean? See? That furrow between your eyes is getting deeper. You look just like a carving. I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Yeah, I would too. Alright, that's tea. I thought that was like tape or something. Alright, Belle, what is this? Look at this, Miss Edgeworth! There's a small chisel here. I'm not well versed in woodworking, but this seems to be a pocket-sized chisel. A pocket-sized chisel? It's convenient to have one wherever you go. Is that from a thief's point of view? No, it's from a great thief's point. It's a great thief's point of view. You didn't even skip a beat. Miss All maybe. Is this what you're barking at? Whoa, hey, knock it off, pal! Ah! Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. That's how it's gonna be. I'll eat it all myself. Wow, that was pretty good. Good for you, but it looks like someone has a problem with that. That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too. I
white sweet food you find lying around a prison. Anyway, I guess Miss L was barking at the cake, sir. That was pointless. The police still going to get the job done. He's fine, pal. He's just following his stomach instead of his nose. I tracked the scent of the body for his real this time, Miss L. Though, it's interesting that... Oh, looks like he found something else, sir. Now it's this cell. This would be Mr. Albert's cell. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call guard. Roger that, sir. Good work, detective. By the way, is J. Albert still being held in this... No, he should have already returned. His present to the noon roll call may have been assigned to work someplace else. I see. Well then, may we examine the cell? Yes, sir! Interesting. It's a lot of stuff here. What? How could I have missed that? Hang on. Ah, there's a poster of Miss Elbow on the wall. And what's this next to it? This is weight loss target. Right. Weight loss protein, nothing but protein. Which weight class was he aiming for? This sandbag shows signs of repeated use. Aha! You want to box him, Miss L? Oh no. He's, It can't be. Detective, move the sandbag at once. Yes, sir! Oh, fuck. A hole? This is... Oh, shit. Hey, Miss L, come back here. I'm going to... Hold it! I'll stop him, sir. It's too tight for me, sir. Detective. Can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Hello, Kay. Are you alright? Don't get so worked up. Now I'm in the detention... Right now I'm in the detention center. The detention center? That hole comes out of Nightly cell. Really, stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. Oh, interesting. Under the bed? Hey! Miss Edgeworth! It really helps out, didn't I? Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. It's good that he's the one caring about that, I suppose. Ripped under the bed. Huh. I see. It seems we've found what we're looking for. I'm honestly astounded that they didn't check there first, because I feel like whenever I go looking, if something's missing, right? Whenever I go looking in like a place with a bed, the first instinct I have is to check under the bed. I don't know if it's just me. Or maybe it was Kay who broke the floorboards. I'm not sure. But however, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means the scent must have come from Knightley's body. Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through that tunnel. Okay, what was the inside of the tunnel like? It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but I took some photos. Please show us. This is spoons and forks. Were these dig the tunnel? But more importantly, what are these footprints? These footprints. Could they belong to a dog? Interesting. Vital evidence, yes. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. A problem. J. Elbert could use the sun to move around freely. Detective, confer us with us post haste. Nazis. You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the... But in the end, they found no sign of him. Of course they didn't. Hold on, those chocolate cakes make me want to get some sort of snacks. I'm going to do that quickly. Alright, I got myself something to snack on while I'm here. Maybe I should have filled up my water. Actually, I'm gonna go quickly do that. Hold up. Alright, I'm actually back this time. Hold up. Already done that. Let's set a security here and around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. Completely different from before. Right. Interesting. Oh, the blood test, right. Okay. Hey, now that's some good news. Found the blood stain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. We have all the evidence we need. Time we ask Dogan for a few questions. Dogan,
Did you say? Please use utmost caution.
a man has henchmen even outside the prison.
Outside of the prison, is this related to a secret trade which is a supplier?
Right. Interesting. Interesting. Gotcha. Whoa. Alright, time to investigate Dogan. Sorry, hello, other prosecutors. Nice to see you. Just Courtney. What are you doing here?
Questioning a prisoner? Did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again.
I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words.
I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case which you have overlooked.
You mean to say you require my humble services?
As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit.
Interesting.
Do tell.
We can say what you say. Only science keys could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. Proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your result, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Jeez, the prosecutor's badge is on the line. Not a threat, rather an act of compassion. Normally I wouldn't have taken note of you since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are unable to show proper resolve, I'd be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge?
Mr. Edgeworth!
I'm just gonna laugh this off and then we're gonna get fucked over in a bit. Right. I will not sully the good name of Edgeworth law officers. Oh my god, it's music. Allow me to. Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine. Alright then. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards summoned keys. Oh my god. Stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom. So Mr. Keys went to his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? Interesting. Exactly. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At the time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell. But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That's just the only possibility. Prison escape. That's so cool! Hey, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Albert's escape is no laughing matter. Some Keys was aiding in Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon. Don't praise him! Wait, Ted Cage was transported to the... Oh god, yeah, okay, I'm Ted, but with us, whatever. I want to keep playing. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keys and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Okay. Movement to the prison, huh? Judge Courtney, about that incident. You do not know of it? That would be unbecoming of you. Ace Attorney Miles Edge. Let me go put my plate away. That... They really had to make that joke, huh? Oh, hey, Meteb, sorry, I was just getting up for a moment. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, no, I actually started this one before Azure. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of got distracted by a bit of Falcom games. Naturally, I know of it. However, you said. In that case, this is a waste of my time. I shall continue, Mr. Knightley. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? It's the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked a guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information? I'll come back to this. I want to see what the rest is. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Trails is easily in my top 2 series already. And I haven't even played. I've only played half of it, which is pretty impressive.
So, Mr. Key's actions were intended to help Knightley escape from prison. Yes, he stopped by the detention center's holding cells with the cage. This is Simon Key's own testimony. It can't be denied. His visit to Knightley's cell ended up drawing suspicions, as one would imagine. Simon was just clumsy. His clumsiness led him to bring the cage to the detention center, or he brought the cage to help Mr. Knightley to escape. Which explanation do you think is more natural?
Classic Ace Attorney stuff, yeah. Yeah, I figured I wanted to get through this game, because I haven't played Attorney Investigations 2. I played all the other ones, right? But this is one, because it hasn't been localized. I just kind of kept putting it off. And then I just like, oh yeah, may as well start it, I feel like it. With all the Great Ace Attorney stuff that's coming out this month, I figured it's a good chance to get to it.
Do you have proof of Knightley stole the keys? Is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley could have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true?
Wait. That's the same... Hold on, that's the same... You played it last year, actually. He then hit the cage while I was moved to the prison workroom.
Why would he have needed to do such a thing? In order to escape, how else would you explain his actions? That is... The animal cages are made of metal. They would not have been subjected to a check. The animal show takes place once a month, so naturally Simon Keys would have known about it.
That wasn't enough to negate her point. Played which one last year? Investigations 2. I think this game might have been overhyped for me. We'll see how it goes, but I know people do say it's like the best game in the series. Though I'm enjoying myself, don't get me wrong. Alright, let's skip this. Let's see. Animal cage with the show. I think I need to press for more info here. Is this one or the next one? Ask for more information.
There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he tried to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keys to help him escape? He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage, as he waited for the opportune moment. That's what I believe. He concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it.
Both investigations 1 and 2. It's the key itself, right? Current location unknown, so it would be on his body if he concealed the key.
Haven't the guards informed you yet? I searched Knightley after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found.
Yes, I played the Zero Escape series. I actually played AI the Somnium Files on stream. I've got some VODs on my channel. But yeah, I have played the Zero Escape series on my own time.
Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold.
Take it gracefully.
That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard.
The chessboard?
You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon?
Yeah, I really enjoyed AI the Somnium Files, so I'm really excited about the sequel. But I do feel like AI's weird. It's like, there's points in that story where I feel like you'll understand more if you've actually played the Zero Escape series. Because they gloss over a few points that are explained a lot better in the Zero Escape series. But overall, AI on its own is still a good thing. A really good game. Take some responsibility for your own words. What did she say? I missed that. Whoops. That was Sebastian's idea after all. So those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He then entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom, all thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Actually that doesn't match up. Mr. Keyes performed in the call. He couldn't have, yeah. Huh. No opportunity, is that so? The story plays itself out on the stage, and such was the case with the animal show. So, she examined the content of the show. The suspect who plays the role of the villain who antagonizes the heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love, and all is ended. By that point, the suspect, in the role of the villain, is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant. Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would still be impossible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so? So, he committed the crime in 15 minutes and returned to the stage. Right. Oh, I haven't played the fan translation of the first one of the Great Ace Attorney. I'll definitely stream the localizations when they come out, but when I get to them, I don't think I'll be playing them when they come out though. Uni semester starts that week, so probably not a great idea to get it on release. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been in the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center. I'm afraid I can't accept that camera footage alone as evidence. As for evidence, I have it. Well then, please show your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center? The blood stain, right? The white floor. It's either that or the tunnel, but I'm pretty sure we're not asking about the tunnel, so it'll be the white floor. Yep. This is the floor? Oh, goddess of law, I'm unable to comprehend your mysterious ways. This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. This blood test cannot really be trusted. To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation? I have my ways. I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he's a man that I trust. That detective? This concerns me. I cannot think of why one would disturb the order of law. The prosecutor or investigation committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Gummy's in trouble! Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. Oh, except the fact that the blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However... Ah ha ha! How ridiculous! This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor! Mr. DeBest, you're here. I completely forgot about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in a cell. Then... Yeah, it would be eating... Well, I guess he's used to it though, right? Then, after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Ah, did the dog wipe away the blood stains? If that could happen. Oh yeah, Dogen's here as well. That is possible. Of my Anubis, right boy? What? That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still in the outside world. He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes. So as not to leave behind any evidence. I was saved, if only by chance. Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something?
Anubis performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from others. First, he bites the victim's hand. Stop, stop, stop! I don't want to hear anymore. I see, I understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it appears you've gathered a good hand. I'm glad you understand. My argument isn't over yet. Objection overruled.
Hey now, that's a little harsh.
Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining?
Sure, Justine. Do you finally realize the murder occurred in the detention center? Therefore, that assassin's pet dog.
My opinion has not changed. Unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene.
Easy.
I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Easy.
I've been waiting for you to say that. Now, let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and prison.
Tunnel footprints or the tunnel itself? Was it the map? Was the floor plans updated? No, it wasn't. So it's definitely the tunnel footprints.
This is a photo. It shows a secret tunnel holding her in prison.
That's impossible. A secret tunnel?
This tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner jail, but it begins in his prison cell. And it's connected to a holding cell in the detention center, namely the victim's cell. I'm shocked. How did this... Dogen, you must have known of this, since you used this tunnel to commit murder. In the name of the goddess of law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim. What do you mean?
Alright. See you in a bit, Medab.
Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy report. Autopsy report? Since when?
Why are you surprised? God. Sebastian the Best is fucking... He's a fucking gimmick. Why is he here? Short while ago. Preliminary report.
Here. Take the word of the goddess of law. Cause of death, stab wound to the neck. Died instantly, murder weapon, sharp metal object. The victim was stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object, although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder's weapon. They have clear proof it was a sharp metal object. So do you still understand? You said the dog used...
Yeah, that's possible, actually. It can't be!
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Objection! I fucking knew you would go that. I knew you'd say objection.
But wait, the tunnel contains the dog's footprints.
Hold it!
Hold it. Perhaps it may have been Anubis's walking courses. I can never tell what Anubis gets up to outside my cell. Something feels unnatural about all this, but I have no evidence.
Corny pie, you sure pulled out a hidden gem at the very last moment.
She waited for the perfect time to reveal the autopsy report. Have I let her out with me again?
Appointed Attorney Shields. Here's the autopsy report.
Oh wait, hang on. Here's the autopsy report. Reported Attorney Shields. Here's the autopsy report from earlier. I apologize for the delay.
No, it's alright. Thank you.
Interesting.
I gladly accept it.
Mr. Shields, I don't believe it's necessary to hold hands while exchanging documents. I advise you to stop. Persist any longer, and I shall call on the strength of the goddess of law.
I'll be careful.
Justine, well done. Just as I planned.
I only acted in accordance to your instructions. The autopsy report came straight from the police. I can't refute it. However, if the murder weapon wasn't the dog, Dogen will be cleared of suspicion. The merciful goddess of lords so decrees. If you choose to yield now, your badge will not be taken.
Well, she says that, but my answer remains the same. Judge Courtney. It is said, fuck, I can't speak tonight. It is as I said before. I will see my job through. I will not yield to threats.
So even now, you still refuse to give up? If you want to keep your badge, this may be your last chance.
Right now, I'm a defense attorney's assistant. What I protect is not my badge, but my clients.
The goddess of law grows weary of your sentiment.
Now we're talking. Miles is starting to understand that a defense attorney never gives up. Actually, those were the words of your old man.
My father?
It really is in your blood. You're the spitting image of him right now. You said it yourself. Your chains since you were tainted by Volcana. It's only now that I've actually come to believe it.
Mr. Shields!
Well then, Miles. Now's the time to put those skills to the test. Think beyond your limits. If the murder weapon was a sharp object, does that really negate your reasoning?
The murder weapon was a sharp object. That's it! There were 5 chisels placed inside the special cell. Dogen is a former assassin. It's quite possible he could kill someone with just a chisel. In that case, the weapon that was...
Is that all? Well, I suppose I'll be giving up.
Hold it! Evidence is everything. Didn't you say? Oh god. I'm butchering his voice, but that's okay. The murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, such a weapon has yet to be found.
What? So what are you trying to say?
The only decisive evidence is actual murder weapon itself. And that was in plain sight this whole time. The real murder weapon is... Dogen's chisel! What did you say? Overruled? Take responsibility for your own statements. The scene of the crime was Mr. Knightley's cell. You said so yourself. If the evidence changes, then so will my logic. That too is courtroom procedure, is it not? If the chisel was used, that means the killer was human. However, the fact remains that we cannot deny the security photo. Yeah, what about the photo? I'll give you the answer. This photo shows the moment.
The dog killed the victim. The dog leapt at the victim. Someone attacked the dog. Alright.
It's this one, right? Dogen's dog leapt at night. However, the victim did not die at that time. Didn't die. He was only knocked unconscious. The dog didn't move a dead body, it moved the unconscious Knightley. And the real killer was its owner. Huh, okay. I see. If the victim was moved, it would have been possible for Dogen to commit the murder. And use the murder weapon. Indeed. The killer is Sir Han Dogen. It can only be you. Yeah. I bet your teacher used to write on your report card, needs to pay more attention on what others say. I would think that describes you more. We examined that room, every crook and cranny, right? Crook and granny. We examined all 4 of Dogen's chisels and found no traces of blood. Thank you, Judge Courtney. Thanks to you, I am now certain. Thanks to me? Whatever do you mean? When I came here earlier, I saw 5 chisels. That's right. There were definitely 5 there before.
So the one that had disappeared was...
The smallest one, presumably for portable use. Dogen, where is that chisel? I'm not free to leave this place. I've no need of a portable chisel.
Not free to leave? In that case, he mustn't have been free to hide the deadly chisel either. I know where it is, it's in the tunnel. Dogen, you just dug your own grave. Seems you know something. Would you care to show it? The special cell?
Take that!
Dogen is a prisoner, so he can't leave his cell freely. Oh, must be the fucking Cerberus chess piece. I wonder if you can hide it inside there. He could have sent his dog out, but he would not have been able to confirm the weapon's location.
So what does that leave?
Above all else, special metal tools are allowed in this cell. Even if one chisel were to appear here, no one would suspect a thing. You'd be a fool not to take advantage of that.
I see, of course. It's always safest if you do something yourself.
Oops, yeah. But I examined everything. I didn't find any hiding places in the cell. I am certain that the murder weapon isn't here. The reason you haven't found it is because it was cleverly hidden. You say hidden where exactly? Think. Where could he have hidden it? I have to remember everything up until this point. There must be some clue. I know exactly where. Ah, does this mean? This is what I think it is. Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, that dog hasn't barked at me once today. Previously, when I came to the special cell, it barked on Dogen's command. Oh, I thought it was said it was like something about the Cerberus piece or whatever. Never mind. That's it. That's what we're out. There's just one place he could have hidden the murder weapon. Giving up already. How dull! How dull! I will present evidence. This piece of evidence shows where you concealed the murder weapon. I don't want to double check the picture here. No, it's just forks and spoons. Okay. In that case, it's certainly the dog. Barks at me a lot. There you go. Hasn't your dog been awfully quiet today? Now that you mention it, it hasn't barked at me at all. At all before it. She caught on quick. Order it to bark now. Naturally, you should be able to, if you have nothing to hide. It was an animal. And show them your mouth. As you can see, Dolphins can easily conceal a small chisel in its... What? Why a chisel? The dog really had one in its mouth? I thought he was usually quiet. Was he able to follow the discussion? Sebastian. Could you call the forensic department urgently, please? I got it! What? Haha, interesting. Guess that proves my theory wasn't just nonsense. Will this chisel be the murder weapon then? It reacted positively for blood. There is no doubt about that. Okay, interesting. Mr. Sirhan Dogen, now that the murder weapon has been found, I must ask you for your testimony. Yeah, I did it. No, we know how you do. Do you still think you can talk your way out of this? Interesting. This guy, even at a time, he's still smiling. Well, Anubis, it seems everyone has become suspicious of you. It's quite troubling, but since it has come to this, we have no choice but to tell the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've long since grown weary of killing. What's this? His face looks completely composed. It seems we'll have to listen to Mr. Dogen's explanation. Please promptly give your testimony. Certainly.
Alright. First of all, I would like to explain my motive. I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection. That's incorrect. Why are you insisting?
Oh no, that's easy to debunk, easy. We're done. An assassin who only kills acquaintances? I doubt that would be profitable. I may kill strangers in my line of work, but I never make it personal. Is there evidence that shows connection? Yes. I know exactly what it is. You pointed it out just earlier today.
First of all,
Yeah, okay. Where are they? Knightley's memo. Yeah, easy.
You've lost your touch, Sir Han Dogen. If you had your dog clean up after you, you should have disposed of this too. This is a record of the correspondence chess game found in the victim's cell. This record, and the chessboard in your cell, both clearly depict the same game. What? I've heard that the number of possible chess positions are around 10 to the power of 120. 10 times 10 to 100 times. Is that even a real number? Indeed. There's absolutely no way these two could have coincided by chance. Tell us your reasoning for killing Knightley. Unless you intend to explain this as a coincidence. Well, don't they say that the truth is stranger than fiction? Is that you said? This is merely a coincidence. But there's no way that could have happened. My correspondent's chess opponent was the victim in this incident. What a horrible coincidence. Aren't you shocked too, Anubis? Yeah, okay. Looks like after the animal show or something, that was when everyone left. Anubis brought the body to my cell. He had already been stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon. I did not wish to be suspected, so I had Anubis carry the body to the workroom. After that, he pulled out the murder weapon and returned it. So you're saying the one who pulled out the murder weapon was Anubis? That's right. If I pulled out the murder weapon here, the blood would have been a problem. Miss Edgeworth, isn't that what Silent was guy said?
A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim. Yeah. I see. So that means Sawit. Is that how it said? Sawit? I guess. Witnessed the moment the murder weapon was pulled out. Oh yes, that prisoner's testimony. It surprised me when I first heard it. It's not often that Anubis makes a blunder like that. Right, boy? Now, I believe that explains my actions. I did not kill him. All I did was remove the murder weapon. Now, will that be all? Anubis is getting tired. Whoa there, just a moment. Mr. Dogen. Mr. Shields. Mr. Shields. Isn't there something you haven't explained? Why would you need to pull out the murder weapon in the first place? That's right. I understand why, but he didn't need to retrieve the murder weapon. I thought him a fool, but now quickly his sense had changed. Care to elaborate, Mr. Dogen? It was because of this bell. The bell attached to the murder weapon, and the bell on my dog's neck. They share a distinctive shape, wouldn't you say? The assassin Sir Han Dogen's trademark. An assassin's trademark? The blind assassin Sir Han Dogen. He always appears at the sound of a bell. The sound of a bell ringing in the dark of night is said to be the last thing his target hears.
You remember well. It's been a while since you last saw my bells, after all. When I prosecuted you in court, I confiscated a knife with the bell attached to it. Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world. Only 2. They're custom made, attached to my knife and Anubis' collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. The last one has been confiscated, and is not in my possession. When Anubis brought the body here, I heard a familiar sound. I thought my knife must have been embedded in the body, so imagine my confusion when I found out that it was merely a chisel with my bell attached. Indeed, your knife is nothing like this chisel. Either way, those bells are my trademark. Moreover, I'm the only one in this prison who uses chisels. With all this, I knew I would be falsely suspected, so I removed the murder weapon and hid it. So, you're claiming that you only moved the body? Didn't I tell you? That chisel isn't mine. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check for my fingerprints. Sebastian! Me? How do I... Forensics? Yes, ma'am. We have fingerprints. They're Knightley's, Justine. Knightley. Dogan's. Nope. Just Knightley's. And there's no evidence of prints being left either. Should we re-examine it? See now? I never even touched that chisel. Because I ordered Anubis to carry it in his mouth. In other words, the fingerprints belong to the chisel's original owner. The murder weapon's owner was the victim. This is perplexing. Indeed it is. Perplexing it is. At any rate, I did not touch the murder weapon. In other words, the killer could not have been me. Isn't that right? Is he really not the killer? Could Dogan's testimony actually be true? This can't be. It seems sufficient enough not to warrant any further explanation. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough for your badge. To save any needless fuss, I suggest you hand over your badge now. This is bad, sir. They sound serious. It's regrettable, but with those prints as decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step 1. But there are so many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel? It could be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes. Well then, how did he carry it into the prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Even if you reason yourself at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth. Isn't that right? Doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon, so we have to do everything for his sake. Well said, Kay! Nice one, Kay. I really want to scout you for the law firm now. Remember when Uncle Ray said a defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words? The true meaning of those words? Defense attorneys carry the fate of their client on their shoulders. You are the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keys, we're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That is why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray can go against the teachings of Greg O'Leary. So, what will you do? Currently, I'm a defense attorney's assistant. No, an assistant at my father's firm. I have made a commitment to this case. Therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I will abide by this to save Simon Keys. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility. Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel into the prison?
The supplier. It was my prosecutor's badge. Oh, it's the goddamn... Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I need to find it. Here it is. Chessboard. Normally, metal objects can't be brought in the detention center or the prison. They'd just be caught by the security gate. However, there is one way to avoid this, and that is if they're sent in package from the detention center. This just digs Simon even further, though, right? That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. Yeah, we've seen this scene before, I don't need it. Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package. Namely, a chessboard containing the chisel. Well, this has solved one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Durgan's, but Mr. Knightley's. Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows the dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogen is the killer. But Dogen never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped. We also desire a conclusion to this matter. Mr. Edgeworth! We can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4. The video analyzing machine. What's with that ridiculous name? I named it myself, sir. There's a letters analysis. Go ahead. Still not lying. I don't know what will come of this, but all we can do is now investigate. Mr. Edgeworth, do not use Mr. Analysis. Video analysis machine. Should I hear how to use it? Here's explanation, sure. Could you show me how to use it? I'm technologically stupid. Okay. Y and A buttons, okay. Pause B button, gotcha. That's an interesting combination of buttons, huh? Zoom in, okay. I love how we need an extra machine for this, like... I mean, I guess timeline, but still. Right. Okay. That concludes my explanation, sir. Well then, let's turn on this analysis. Okay, cool. What does it show? Indeed. It's a security guard. He was wearing the security guard uniform, I think, that was stolen. Check every nook and cranny. Okay, I understand. Part of the video is strange. Alright. Hi. Yeah, God, my frames drop a lot. Holy shit, when I actually play the video. So one thing at a time. Oh, interesting. There is a... You can see it here. Nothing here. Should have another look at the video.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's the police hat. Reflection of this person can be seen in the mirror. Hmm? Is that a cap on his head? Actually, it looks like kind of like the caps on the prison guards wear. Don't think it was a guard who was attacked. Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal? No, not that I've heard, sir. There was one that was... I see. Stolen uniform. There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise for the purpose of a prison escape. The disguise as a guard? That sounds like it could have been as successful, sir. Huh? Speaking of prison escapes. Indeed, that person certainly was successful. The person in this video is not Knightley. And perhaps that black shadow is not a dog either. Use him in his real shape, sir. Okay. Maybe not frame by frame. Oh. Let's unzoom. Here it is. Zoom in. I can't really see it, can I, huh? Let's rewind a bit. Is that a cat? Is that a bear? What is that? This is... I feel we've made a great risk calculation. This animal. This silhouette. No matter how you look at it, it is not a dog. This animal is... It's a bear or a cat. I'd say bear. From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear. And in the photo I took, those footprints must have been belonged to this bear, yes. Hmm? Did you say a bear? Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. Oh, that's right. That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel. Under his bed. It's possible. Whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video. Seems time to answer the question. Just who is the person in this video? The person in this video is... J. Elberg. The person wearing the guard's uniform is... the escaped prisoner J. Elberg. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. But we have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became back is, oh, mud. Where is it? Covered in mud. Mud packs. Think back to Frank Sawit's Sawit. Right, Sawit probably. Testimony. That's the rubber glove dropped up. Wait, did that mud come in the glove? Yeah. Mud packs! If it was J. Elbert, what does that mean, though? During the animal show, Mr. Sarwood was applying mud packs to the animals. So then, among those animals, was this polar bear? Yes! Prosecutor Edgeworth, there was a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage. Judge Courtney, you are quite right. Sarwood used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light. A new contradiction? Kay, do you know when this footage was taken? It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it around 9 AM. In that case, you should notice something strange about this video. Huh? What's strange about it? The time on it.
Take that!
The time saw would cover the polar bear 9 AM, which means this video should also have been taken at 9 AM. However, time saw reads 6 AM. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogen in his special cell, Sarwit in the workroom, buying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan into motion, at that moment, J. Elbert. Albert left the polar bear in Sarwit's care and entered the secret tunnel. However, the bear escaped from Sarwit and followed after its own. And just as he was chasing after the escaped bear, Sarwit happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. If Sarwit's testimony is correct, the video must have been taken around at 9 AM. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours. Why would the timestamp be off like that? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera.
It's set to France time.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I saw the guards and... It seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. What? The camera's an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. In that case, this means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours. Interesting. While I'm at it, I've got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? Seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal. But Knightley testified, I was knocked out too. That may not necessarily be a lie. My, there you all are! Making progress in your investigation, can I be of any help? Actually, Warden, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, Jailbird, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here's the proof. The person visible in the security video is Albert, so perhaps he's still in this very building. Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Albert have a bracelet like the other prisoners? That bracelet would have been concealed under the uniform sleeves, moreover. The prison's main gate did not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All we'd have to do is avoid any doors with the sensors inside the prison. That's right! So if he didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, could one of you guys be Jailbird? Oh hi, Rocky! We found him. Stop it, what are you doing? It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us. No! The little guy loves you so much, it's enviable. Right then, seize him at once. Wait, there's still something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him. Understood. What do you want after me? Albert's escape was probably linked to Knightley's skull, so it's highly likely that he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. When the body was found. Oh, I forgot how good the music in this game was. So was it one of you guys? You're the ones who found my secret tunnel. Took me ages to dig that. The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me, but he was all covered in mud. I panicked and returned to my cell. Damn, if only you guys hadn't shown up. If only Knightley hadn't died. You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig in? Oh, that. Just hammers and spoons, stuff like that. I bought them from the supplier. It was all for nothing. No need to lose your temper. There's always next time. On the day of the incident, It's possible Elbert met Knightley while he was still alive. I have to listen to his testimony carefully. Right, yes it was. You. Shut up! What's that? Hold it, punk! You say you don't. What's the... I can't get a word in Edgeworth. Phrasing. Did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier too? Yeah, that's right. Seems he got it by threatening a guard. That guy went and stole it from someone's locker. So when you went around through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard? No. To ensure the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud, I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me. That must be the moment the security camera captured. I see. Could you add that to your testimony? Rocky followed after you, huh? When did you first realize he was following you? When I got out of the tunnel. Just when I thought I pulled it off. Damn! You notice anything when you entered the tunnel? It wasn't there at the time. I knew you would follow me if he was around. This is my chance, I thought. That's my luck, damn it. Such harsh words. Poor Rocky. I can't help it. Today was his fault too. Just like yesterday. He's always clinging on to me. There's always okay. Hold on. I was in disguise. Getting out of the cell door was simple, you say? Yeah, compared to going through the tunnel was very simple. You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well. What's so wrong about that? Sure, I've been to the detention center too. Should have known about it from the start. When Knightley went in his cell, the door would have been locked, which means there was one piece of evidence Knightley needed to escape. Need to know that it was dead, right? That's wrong. I definitely know I gotta present something here. I'm just not sure what. TKO! Let's see. There's still more to this we haven't figured out. key to Knightley's cell was stolen. The key? Yeah. It has to be the key.
You say it was simple getting through the cell door.
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, huh?
Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How did you intend to unlock the cell door? Jailbird, you had the key to Knightley's cell.
I ain't got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there. Incorrect. Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then. Before Knightley's death was shown, the cell door was locked, because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape would have been impossible. That means it can't be. It's exactly what you think. In this case of the stolen key, the culprit is... Jailbird, you're the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? The guard, and Knightley too, in order to steal the cell key. It wasn't me. I don't know any Knightley. After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. Then just before Knightley's death became known, in other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was forward thanks to Rocky. Don't screw with me! If you have evidence, I still win by decision. Knightley guy was to attack the guard, right? No, I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. Why did the music suddenly go quiet? I don't know. But, which one is it?
Take that.
Oh, right.
In Knightley's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Knightley was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you?
I feel like I messed up the voice I was giving Edgeworth, but that's fine.
I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with the newspaper. Why would you go through all the trouble of wiping the bloodstain? On the hands of Knightley and the guard, there were obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attack. And if anyone looked around in the bed and dug the tunnel, I would discover it. So you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say, your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Knightley's cell.
Oh fuck. Holy shit. Oh.
No way. How could an amateur like you knock me out? Here. Got the keys right here.
Okay.
Hold it. If you have that key, then that means...
That's right. Judge Courtney. You reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Key's cage and was moved to the workroom. However,
the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed.
my god. I see. In that case, there was only one person who could have moved Knightley. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel.
Hey, are you suggesting... Jailbird, you're under arrest, pal. Wait, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked out those two guys. Then I stole the keys.
And after that, I waited for the perfect time to enter the guy's cell. But the cell was empty then. There was no dead body either. And also, I gotta go to the workroom. I couldn't even leave my own cell, right? It's true. You only had the key to Nightly's cell. But there's also Dogen's dog. What? It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell workroom.
I see. So you're saying there was an accomplice. The crime would have been possible if Elbert and Dogen were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow Elbert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell. And then the dog must have carried it to the workroom. Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, Jailbird.
What if there was another route that you didn't know about?
There couldn't have been. The tunnel is a straight path, is it not?
Yeah, seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up to the corridor. What? When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there. There was a tunnel linking my cell to the well. Looking down the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking it. They had always been connected. I just continued the tunnel with my digging. What was that hole doing there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape. Maybe the animals dug it. Maybe they wanted to drink from the well. That's highly doubtful. There's no water in that well anymore. All dried up.
Wait a minute.
That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet like candy. This scent. Never come across it before. Shit, what's the evidence I need to thing? Because I know we've got a sweet scent. Shit. Is the chisel? No. No, it wasn't the smell. Is it the body itself? Yeah. Nightly's body was giving. Oh god. Nightly's body was giving off a sweet candy like scent. We used a police dog to track that scent, and it led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as the well?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel.
Exactly. And Jailbird, you're the only one who could have used the tunnel.
Thank you. Mr. Elbert, I am very grateful to you. At last, the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean.
Don't tell me even you suspect me too.
Judge Courtney, seems you have come to the same conclusion. Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley.
What do you mean?
Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys.
What?
It would seem Mr. Elbert didn't reach on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation.
Oop. Negotiation.
When Mr. Knightley's escaped to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, Mr. Elbert's escape, he needed to get Mr. Knightley's cell. When Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone all down the drain. And so, they negotiated.
I didn't negotiate nothing.
Oh, you still intend to deny it?
I see. So in other words, we're back where we started.
Mr. Albert opened the cell door and Mr. Knightley entered Key's cage. And then he was moved into the prison. Of course! In the prison workroom. Weren't you listening? The scent on the body shows that it must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel. Please wait until someone is finished before you speaking. You don't? The scent showed that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that doesn't mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? It's a contradiction to me. Why not possibly the well in the court dropped down from there? Courtyard. Ah! The well in the courtyard! Mr. Keyes carried the cage not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard, and his body was dropped down the well. And then the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog. I mean, it's plausible, but I doubt it. Well, the body was discovered. Right, the animal show. Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say a different time. Fortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible. What? When the show started, Mr. Elbert was in the tunnel, on his way to the cell block. Interesting. Could only have been done during the show. The only one who could have done that is Simon Keyes. No! Ah! I'm not looking at that rectified. Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more? I give it my approval in the name of Goddess of Law. Alright. Reinvestigating the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance. What is that? Huh? What? Fire! Could be another prison break, pal. Should we evacuate? Hold it. From here. Everyone, please remain calm. This is just the signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I can understand why you'd be surprised. Sure scared me. I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts. Jailbird, it's also time for you to return to your room. Ah, I got it. Let's go, Rocky. We'll be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation. Go home as well. It looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time? But the investigation. Today's been a big day. Oh, she's totally trying to hide it. Oh, fuck. I'm really suspicious of this lady. Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can law the prison. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we'll have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge. With that, I leave you. Okay. Well, I think we'll have to... God, sorry. Well, it looks like we're doing tomorrow. Okay. Knightley's body was dropped down the well and was carried to the workroom from Mr. Elbert's cell. This is Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keys transported him, but was Mr. Keys really the only one with a chance to move him? Mr. Edgeworth, let's talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Keys' innocence without fail. All right, I think that's a good point to stop. All right. Definitely saving. All right, I think with that done, I'm going to stop for today. I've had a good session. Jeez. It's nice to get back to Ace Attorney. It's been a while since I've felt like this and actually enjoyed playing game. Well, not enjoy playing it because I really enjoyed all the Ace Attorney games. I mean, like, the Ace Attorney feeling. I played all the games. Once you're done, it's kind of done. So it's weird to actually play this fan translation, and it's a game I haven't played because I've just put it off for so long. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you next time I play, which might be tomorrow, might not be tomorrow. We'll see. All right, bye.